Hello, and we are doing our first weather briefing here. Alright, so looking at the METAR and TAF for KGFK, we see the METAR on the first day at 1653 Zulu, 210 for the direction of wind at 6 knots, 10 statute miles, and broken at 8,000 and overcast 11,000. Temperature 17, dew point 15, and then our altimeter setting of 2986. So as we can see from this METAR, pretty nice day for flying. Nice VFR day, no significant weather really showing. And then we just look at the TAF information here. So just showing that from the first day from 18 to 19 Zulu, some low ceiling clouds, and then from the second day at 300 Zulu, variable at 6 and plus 6 statute miles, and few at 8,000, so kind of back up to VFR there. Looking at the PIREPs, not really anything showing in the North Dakota, kind of Minnesota area. Kind of see some more stuff off to like the southeast there, and then some kind of to the very south of South Dakota there, but really no significant pilot reports for North Dakota and Minnesota. Looking at the segments, again, nothing really showing for North Dakota or Minnesota. We see some convective activity kind of off to the east there, and also kind of down to in the southeast, and then down in Texas there. So we'll kind of look at that later with the radar, and kind of show the reasons for those convective segments there. Looking at the area forecast for North Dakota, the east portion, or east 1/3 portion, we see scattered clouds, and then kind of scattered and broken clouds there. Tops are pretty high there, and then also isolated rain showers, but outlook is VFR. And then also over in Minnesota, kind of in that Arrowhead region, gonna some low visibility there, also low ceilings. And then outlook, as far as there is, VFR, but some thunderstorm rain showers. And then also kind of like the north half, also scattered, and then also you got a broken layer there, tops pretty high up again. And then also isolated like light rain showers. And we kind of look, outlook's VFR. And then we'll jump to the ceilings and visibility. So ceilings and visibility looks pretty clear for Grand Forks and kind of northwest Minnesota there, shown by the green. So green's VFR. Got a marginal spot up in Manitoba, and then kind of up the just a little north of Minnesota on the Canadian side. We have that IFR right there. As far as current radar, nothing really showing too much in North Dakota, and as far as Minnesota, kind of north Minnesota there and up into Canada. And then if you take a look at the over on the East Coast, over by like New York and Vermont over there, you'll see we have some weather showing on the radar there, and those are probably what is causing those convective activity on that segment that we looked at earlier. But yeah, as far as North Dakota, Grand Forks area, looks pretty clear there. Freezing levels, it is summer, so don't really have to worry too much about the freezing levels here. But for Grand Forks and then kind of northern Minnesota there, it's a yellow, so about 9,000 to 11,000 is a freezing level, so pretty high up. So don't really have to worry about it if you're flying lower. As far as low-level significant weather, so we see on the left side is the 12-hour forecast there. Not really too much showing. It is pretty clear in Grand Forks and just North Dakota and Minnesota. See the freezing level there, kind of 12,000. That's going across. And then we see some like marginal VFR weather, kind of East Coast. And then if we look on the right side, we'll see the 24-hour forecast. Still in Grand Forks, pretty clear, but in Minnesota, kind of northern Minnesota, we see some marginal VFR weather there. And then even kind of by the Lake Superior, that kind of area, we see some IFR conditions. I don't really see too much for moderate turbulence except over kind of on the East Coast, over by New York and kind of the East Coast there. But as far as Grand Forks goes, looks like pretty decent weather, but yeah, a little bit of marginal VFR weather just to the east there on the Minnesota side. And then the surface prognostic chart, we see some low pressure up in Canada, and then high pressure kind of to the south, and then we have that stationary front kind of coming across down through Canada, and then we have a nice long stationary front to the south, across Texas, and then kind of goes into cold front more on like the East Coast, kind of by Indiana, Michigan area. But yeah, as far as here, should be good weather in the kind of Grand Forks area, North Dakota, Minnesota, and that's our first weather briefing.